Hi friends, it's Kristen, or Krusty if you prefer to call me that, that is fine. I was just thinking, I was like, what if one day I just changed my intro and I was like, do not ever call me Krusty. Don't. I'm finally gonna grow up and act my age and not go by Krusty. I don't foresee that ever happening, but it just a random thought that came into my head. For today's video, we are going to use the Nomad New Zealand Stargazing palette. So Nomad does a monthly challenge. They do a poll like at the end, like they did this poll at like the end of July to pick an August theme. It was like a makeup challenge for that month. And what was picked is color therapy. So you kind of like pick your favorite color story. You don't necessarily have to use a Nomad palette. This is my third time doing the challenge. This is the first time making a video, though. I just posted my look on Instagram before, but I decided to go ahead and make a video today. I'm not sure why. I don't particularly have anything to talk about, but so, and then, you know, you see everybody's looks, and it's just super fun. It's a fun thing to do. So I picked this one. I almost went with the Royal Europe one because I really love that color story too, but I opened this and I was like, this is kind of their first, no, I believe the Royal Europe was like their first foray into multi-chromes and duochromes. But I think this was a second, and they just did it really well, I think. And it's got the blue, pink, purple. I love that. I also really love green. So, but this is kind of grabbed my attention. So I'm going to go in with the pink, which is Auckland Stardome. I've already prepped my eyes, done my base, except for my highlighter, because I am going to use an eyeshadow out of here for my highlight. So it's really fun to do these collabs. Even if you don't want to like post your stuff on Instagram or make a video or whatever, you know, it's just fun, I think, to like get a prompt and like go with it. Sometimes I do that even if I'm not filming or like showing my look on Instagram. I'm just like, oh, I just happen to be like, you know, scrolling social media before I get ready. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to kind of like do my own thing on that. It just helps to like keep things interesting and fun. And so like I don't get stuck in a rut of the things I do. Because I want to have fun with my makeup. I don't necessarily wear makeup to like look good. That's not generally my intention. Sometimes, yes, if I have like an event or something. I'm gonna go into the purple, which is a khaki Mackenzie. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I do it to like have fun and be creative. So it's fun to get those prompts and those ideas from other people, or you know, somebody posting some kind of theme or something. So let's see, it's Saturday when I'm filming this. I don't really have any like weekend plans. Just gonna hang out with my husband. It's actually fairly decent here, weather-wise, temperature-wise. Yesterday, I think it just like barely got into the 80s. I think that's what it's supposed to be today. But earlier in the week, yeah, it was super hot in the 90s. Then I'm gonna go into Tekapo Stargazing, which is a matte blue. I really recommend like Nomad if you want to start getting into color, because they blend really well. So you don't necessarily have to be an amazing blender to make these colorful mattes work together well, because Nomad's formula kind of does it for you. So I'm not, an A+ blender myself, but I feel like this just really helps just make it go seamless together. So I think that's really great. So I recommend them a lot to people just diving into color. And also usually a lot of their palettes do have like more neutral shades to, so you can stick with your neutral side and just sort of start experimenting with your colors if that's where you're at in your journey. I also really like them because they, I'm gonna use that blue there. It's coming out, well, see, you can see the flip. You can't always see the flip in cameras. They send PR to a lot of more of like smaller influencers. Like I know several people with less than 1,000 subscribers that have gotten PR from Nomad. They do something every quarter called the Starfish, where you nominate somebody in the beauty community and they can pick out what palette they want. I got that maybe a year ago. No, because I think it was like the beginning of this year, maybe. But yeah, they do that, and then they do like guessing games when they have a new launch coming out, and you can play it either on, well, you can play it both on Facebook and Instagram, or either or. And then they pick somebody that like to win that palette that comes out. That happened for me for the Route 66. They, with every release, they like pick a charity to donate to. So, and a lot of it's like, well, all of it's travel themed and places they've been, which I think is really fun and cool as well. So just a very nice brand. So this eyelid has like a big wrinkle in the middle, so I have to, well, I don't have to, but I pull it so that like I can get the shimmer on without it settling into that big wrinkle. And then we're going to go into Southern Cross, just right down here. It's like green, pink. So yeah, I even got the green that I was kind of wanting as well. So yes, if you're not aware of the Nomad Makeup Challenge, I would definitely check out their Instagram. I'm not sure if they put it on their Facebook as well. They might. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely on their Instagram. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to like tag yourself or even put your picture on Instagram or anything like that. I'm gonna with Aurora Australis. But if you find prompts and stuff like that fun and interesting and it helps inspire you, I would definitely check them out. Because also you can go back to when they were polling things like the other prompts that they had in the poll, like maybe that speaks to you more and you want to try that. It's just fun to get those ideas. Put my mascara on. So I hope everybody is being safe and their weather is not horrible, somewhat cooperative, not making you overheat. it's hard too because I go into people's homes as a nurse, and you know, they're generally older people who, doesn't matter that it is 100 degrees outside, they are cold, so their house is like 80 degrees, and I am perimenopausal and I am dying. That is the final eye look. I am going to go in with Maganelic Clouds down here to use as a highlight. I often use big eyeshadow brushes as highlighter brushes because I have small eyes, so those big fluffy eyeshadow brushes are just too much for my little eyes, so I'll often use those as highlighter brushes and find that they work really well that way. Okay, so that's that as a highlight. It's not crazy on camera. I can definitely see it a little bit better in my mirror here, but that is my look. That is my Nomad Makeup Challenge for August. Color Therapy in the New Zealand Stargazing palette, which is lovely and wonderful. That's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, send your friends. We have fun here, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.